Alright, so we will begin in 22 minutes. If you want to start earlier, please hit the like button. I mean now. 1, 2, 1, 2, testing, testing. 1, 2. This is the Alpha FX. Now, if you want to begin the stream, hit the like button. 1, 2. Testing, testing, testing. I don't see the likes going up, guys. What is happening? Do you really want to start a stream? Press the like button.
Trading is all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future is something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the common eye. On or by the edge is our playground, with a constant strive for glory, seeking for a new tomorrow. Do you feel special? Take back control of your investments.
And welcome back, people. Good afternoon. How are you today?
Good afternoon. Good. How are you?
Fine. What about you?
Good afternoon. Good.
Yay, everyone's ready for CPI?
Yes. Yay.
Ready and nervous.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so we know what CPI is. The inflation data measures the price change in a basket of goods across the average household in the United States. Also the CPI in the UK, and every single country has their own CPI. Different type of products go into the CPI basket when the statistician, whoever, they make the price comparisons compared to last year. Now, we know exactly that gold and inflation go hand in hand, because inflation's best friend is gold. Gold is historically the best inflation hedging asset because it has a function which is the store of value. It's one of the best across any other assets. Some people say that Bitcoin is a store of value. Well, I don't think that something that loses 50% of its value in one day, that's a really good store of value, but that's a different story. So today Well, last time the CPI was really good because inflation was 8.5%. And this time the forecast is set to be 8.1%. So if we know that gold is going up and inflation is going up, what is going to happen if inflation is going up or the CPI reading is lower than expected? This is a question which bothers many economists, because if you look back historically, the last time when we had 8% inflation, 8.5, was back in 1982. Can you imagine? 4 decades, 40 years ago, was the last time when we had 8.5% inflation in the United States of America. So today, it's really a unique day, and I think all of you who are watching the stream have the opportunity to live through one of the events which happened, 40 years ago. And especially for economists, it's one of the greatest experience, because, I never thought that inflation is gonna reach, above 10%, close to 10% in my lifetime, because one of the central bank's mandate is to keep inflation rate at 2%, and that 2% has a really, really important meaning. And if you look at the possibilities, what could happen today? Well, if inflation is going up, we know exactly that gold is going up, but is it direct correlation that when inflation is going down, gold price is going to go down? Maybe in the short term, but this is the perfect example of sell the news and buy the fact. 0.4% inflation decrease, it doesn't mean that inflation is suddenly going away or disappearing, but many of the mass, the average people, they look at the chart, oh yeah, 0.4%, price is going, or inflation is going down, I'm going to sell gold. No, if you look what's left after the CPI data printing, if the forecast or the actual price is in line with the forecast, we will be left with 8.1 or 8% inflation, which is 4 times the target rate of the Fed. So inflation will stay with us. It's extremely high. And what I'm expecting on the gold market today is a temporary drop. So down, maybe retesting the previous daily low or even a lower 1830. But hopefully we are going to hold this nice market structure. We're actually going to break the bearish market structure and going to reach again 1900. That is the game plan for today, but as always, anything is possible. So please manage your risk. You are only responsible for your decisions and your money management. And I wish everyone good luck, and I want to hear your opinion. What is going to happen on the gold USD spot market today? Wakey wakey. Don't leave me alone, guys. 350 people watching. Don't leave me hanging. Hello.
Yeah, as you said, is the most probable scenario, and the inflation is there. It will never go, and even if it's reduced by some percent, it's not enough for gold to melt down. Small retracement and then to the moon.
Yeah, hopefully. But we have to get through. We have to get through the mess. Who's going to sell? Because they think, oh, 0.4% inflation is going away. How nice, my salary. But then after, they think that they better off with 0.4% decrease, and then a few hours later they realize that their salary in the 9-to-5 jobs is worth, still inflating away 8% every single month. So, and then they're going to realize, shit, I should have bought gold. And
yeah.
And how about US 30? What do we know about the relationship of stocks and inflation? We know exactly that stocks doesn't like inflation. One of the reasons is because, especially tech stocks hate inflation for many reasons. One reason is that inflation is increasing the cost of raw materials, the cost of production, so everything that goes into the production, raw materials, services, so the cost of inputs are going to increase, therefore it's eating into the profitability of the companies, and they need to pass on that cost to the consumer. But imagine what happens when the price of a product or service increasing and the cost is passed on to the consumer, they're going to say, oh no, I'm not going to buy that, because they also have a pressure on disposable income on the households. So they're going to say, well, you know, if price is going up, demand goes down. This is simple economics 101. The next thing is these companies have to pay higher wages because so the companies have to pay higher wages, because if inflation is going up, the only way to keep employees or attract new labor, talent, you know, to acquire new employees in this economic climate when firms are struggling to find people to work, they have to offer higher wages. So again, it's an extra cost for the companies. The other thing that's affecting stock markets in a high inflation environment is the borrowing cost, and the borrowing cost is represented in the federal funds rate, also known as interest rate. Probably you heard interest rate, but it has many names. Tech stocks are heavily debted. They go to the, you know, bond market, they go to banks to take loans, they go to the stock market. So they are swimming in debt. They are really extremely sensitive to the change in borrowing cost. And if inflation is going up, what is the first thing that the Fed is going to do in order to reduce the money supply and demotivate spending? Increasing interest rate, also known as borrowing cost. So when they increase the interest rate, these companies have another extra liability, extra cost on the short and long-term liabilities. So these are just some of the reasons why stocks are dropping in a high inflation environment. So just to summarize it, gold is perfect for inflation hedging. It should go up, but again, we have a situation which we haven't had for 40 years. There's a war in Ukraine. Oil price is through the roof, supply chain is getting hammered, inflation is at 8.5%, money supply is getting reduced by the Fed. Let me just show you the chart. So the Fed announced that they're going to decrease 9 trillion worth of assets on their balance sheet. And this 9 trillion, so back in 2008 it was only 1 trillion, and now it's 9 trillion. They're pulling the rug from under the market. So we don't know what's going to happen. None of us lived through such an experience or event. This is all new for the economist, and to be fair, all investors are standing with their dicks in their hand and scratching their heads like, what's going to happen with this? Because they don't know, and it's only guessing. But today, if the inflation reading is in line with forecast, once again, I'm expecting a slight drop back, retesting previous daily low, or it can just wipe through the stop loss. I don't know what's going to happen, but in theory, I'm super bullish on gold, but we might have a temporary sell-off because the mass is going to sell on a 0.4 decrease of inflation. If it's higher than 0.5 or 0.1, definitely I'm going to buy more gold. And I'm gonna grab a water. Let's see. We have 367 people watching the stream, but only 176 likes. So, guys, you gotta put into some work in pressing the like buttons, otherwise this stream, it will be really, really short.
Come on, people.
Hello everyone.
Press the like.
Hello Thomas.
Hey, wie geht's?
Alles bestens. Bei dir?
Wunderbar.
Das freut mich.
Right. Let me just see. Okay. What do you think? Oh, ATB has something. He's in a spaceship. So what do you think, guys? What's going to happen today? If, for example, the CPI data is much lower than expected, so let's say it's 7% suddenly because inflation is going away, it evaporates suddenly, or prices, you know, somehow the government stopped the increase in prices, what's going to happen?
I think it's difficult to know. In your theory, I mean, your whole ideas are immaculate. I understand it, but you know, we've had increasing inflation week on week. we've had interest rates going up, but gold has been dropping week on week. So, you know, saying it's going to go to the moon.
Yeah, but what's happened with the sell-off is, remember that we had the Chinese economy is experiencing quite rough times. Let's put it this way. There's
Yeah, and there still are.
in so that China is a huge market in gold jewelry. Remember that, and one of the explanation was the drop was that investors are now priced in everything around the Ukrainian war, and Putin probably played all of his cards. And the second one, and in my opinion the best explanation, is that the worries around China. So is it the end? Maybe not.
No, I'm not suggesting it's the end. I'm just stating the simple fact that the charts have been dropping week on week, and that's all. So
yeah, the sun comes up in the morning and then disappears in the evening, but then comes back again the next day. So it's not the end.
Yeah, but if you look at it from the technical point of view, it's retraced to the 78.6, right? And now it's
exactly
a very
what I wanted to
critical point. It might, go down. I don't know, but there is a high probability that it will respect the
but it did
retracement.
It did exactly the same thing 2 years ago when it hit over 2000. It then eventually dropped right down into the 1700s, 1600s.
But we didn't have 8.5% inflation, so it's looking at the chart purely from technical perspective. Sometimes it's not always advisable, but yes, it's dropping. We don't know where is the bottom, but what is the explanation, Alan? Why is it dropping, and why is it going to drop further?
I didn't say it was going to drop, though. I was just pointing out. But
so that
concrete till it can go up.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to. I mean, the thing is, where it goes up hard or down hard, we can benefit from it regardless.
Yeah.
I'm actually not honestly interested whether it goes up or down, as long as we can predict the way it goes.
Let me show you a chart why 1830 is an extremely important price level. Of course, we track every single CPI data release in the past year. If I just delete this nice logo. So I send out this chart to Telegram, to Discord, to everywhere. This is the 1830 price level. And look back historically. How important was this? Price tried to break through many times in the past 2 years. It was the absolute resistance. It was the foundation of the flash crash on one of the NFPs, which was really disappointing back last year in August. I think everyone remembers that flash crash. And you know, you can pull this line further or back in time as long as you want, but it's a really important support and resistance level. And that is another reason why I think gold has found its bottom. It doesn't mean we can't break through and melt, but now if we talk technicals, that's another reason why I think it found its support and it's gonna go higher. But again, in this economic climate, we haven't had in the past 40 years these kind of situations, scenarios, so it's all guessing. But I gave you a full macroeconomic analysis about the relationship of gold and inflation and the stock market. I draw a nice chart for you. So from now on, I did everything I could within my power, and now we just have to wait, sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream.
I'm not criticizing you in any way, Thomas. It's just my opinion. It's my thoughts.
Yeah, everyone's opinion is respected.
And I'm not saying it's going to go down. Like I said, I'm just not sure.
I'm gonna reduce the background music a little bit because it's a bit too noisy, I guess. Do you have any open positions?
I have too many positions.
Too many?
Yeah.
Is there such a thing that too many?
Depends on which direction they're going.
Depends on the direction, exactly. But so now it's on the right direction.
Hello, Thomas.
Hello, hello. Who are you?
Hello, I'm Ramesh. Are you still holding the US 30 position?
Looks like it. Yeah. So I'm too stubborn to give up these two positions because I've been talking about the stock market drop for a long time. We did have, if you traded US 30 with me, hands up who had many good sell positions, but I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. And you know, I want to put my theory into test that I'm expecting 30k, so pre-pandemic levels on US 30. And for this reason, I'm going to hold these positions. But if you in profit, I advise to lock in because the only profit is what's in your pocket.
Okay, Thomas. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, Thomas.
Hello? Hello, Ramesh?
What is your expectation of US 30?
When did you join the Zoom?
I'm late to join today.
Ah, okay. So we discussed that already, but because you were late, let me just go back and explain again. So stock market, okay, do you want the long or the short answer?
Well, give a short answer.
Down. The long answer is going down. So inflation is extremely bearish for stocks for many reasons. The cost of production, the input cost, raw material services, if they increase the cost of these raw materials and services due to inflation, that's bad for companies. And guess where they're going to pay out for the increased costs? They pass it on to the consumer, but if price goes up, demand goes down on one hand, and also they have to pay it out from somewhere else. But where can they find money? They can find money where they would give away, which is dividends that pay for the investors. And in the next earnings season, remember these words, that next earnings season there's going to be a bloodbath on the markets and stock market. Companies won't pay good dividends from the next quarter. That's, I guarantee that. And investors are going to pull out their money and look for fixed income, bonds, and other source of income. Richie Rich on YouTube says, stack cash, build your cash positions. That's a great advice on an environment where inflation is massaging 9%. So each month, each year, your money is worth less 9%, but keep stacking that money in your pillow, Richie Rich. Ramesh, did I answer your question?
In this case, I may assume yes.
Yeah, anyway. So, Taimur Khan says the background music is still loud. But it's not loud. It's minus 54 decibels. Okay, let me get my laptop and just check.
We have 20 minutes more.
Or 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Oh, sorry, 10 minutes.
There's a slight difference, 10 or 20 minutes.
Indeed.
I'm excited.
Bring it on. Who are you? Can't see the names. Ian KC. One of the new members.
Thomas, you know, this 10 minutes, they are very important.
Yeah.
This 10 minutes difference can make a very huge difference.
Of course, that's why I would advise for anyone who trades CPI is be on time.
I have a question, Thomas, on gold. The big companies that invest in gold, how long term are their ports when they invest? Are they quite short term or long term? Because, you know, clearly if it goes up enough, they want to take the profits out.
Say it again. Who's investing in gold?
Well, when the large, you know, the larger people, whoever they are, you know, the companies invest in gold. How long do they? I mean, are they doing it for more of a longer term investment, or are they interested in taking out the profits once they've made a certain amount? Because they're obviously investing, you know, millions into it.
Yeah, but there's a distinction between who we're talking about. As to give you an example, for example, banks. Banks have gold reserves as well. Not every bank, so not every retail bank stacking up massive gold bars in the basement. But some of the banks, for example, in Switzerland or in the US, yes, they do have gold reserves because it contributes into the minimum reserve requirements that is recommended by the Bank of International Settlements, but that's another story. So anyway, the banks have to have a minimum reserve in different type of asset allocations, foreign currencies, mortgages, gold, and any type of assets, bonds, government bonds, fixed income bonds, corporate bonds, loans. Actually, no, sorry. So they measure the central bank is measuring the loan to deposits, the loan to reserves, etc. So they have to have. So that's one of the reasons why banks hold gold, and they hold it for a long time, especially since the calculations changed last year. Previously, gold was only considered 50% at market value, but now it's considered as 100% because the liquidity issue. Gold is an illiquid asset. Currencies are liquid, you can sell it off immediately in the market, but gold is illiquid. And that's one of the other factors why investors and banks and central banks are holding gold for long term, because you need to secure it, you need transportation, you need all sort of things. Or if you buy it in the London Metal Exchange, they have a safekeeping option. So you have to pay a premium to keeping your money, your gold in, you know, in a safe. But in general, whoever is investing in gold, they're holding it for long term. But to answer your question of how long is 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, that's an answer that's up to individual preference and money situation. So I don't really know. It's all different depending on the type of investor, the type of person. Somebody wants to cash out all of the golds because, you know, they go mad at age 50, you know, some white guy divorces his wife, want to go off on holiday with young girls, and, you know, he sells all of his gold and goes crazy. Just for example.
I know you're talking about Jimmy.
Ah, so that's what Jimmy does.
Hi, Thomas. How are you?
Very good, Asal. How are you?
Thank you.
Asal, can you help me?
Yeah, tell me.
460 minus 260. What's the result? 460 minus 260.
200.
200. That's the amount of likes it's missing from my YouTube channel, because 460 people watching and only 260 took the effort to hit that freaking like button. How disappointing is that, Asal?
but I made a lot money with you, with your strategy or your knowledge, and I learned so many things.
Yay!
Thomas, I think you forgot something. If there are 400 people watching the live, they should share the link for it to be 800 at least.
They're not helping the people on YouTube. They're not helping. You see, you can see the number of likes. They don't like the stream. They don't like to making money. They don't like my analysis, my input that goes into macroeconomics and all that.
They don't like their friends.
Yeah, they don't respect the stream. They don't respect you, which is disappointing.
Maybe they are jealous.
What?
I found this difficult to like it if you cast or someone watches from telly, that YouTube app, and it's kind of like not easy as like
that's
press like.
Okay, that's if you're watching it on television, maybe you can't press the like button.
Yes, just.
But that's when you have to bring up. That's when you have to.
You can't press your like button on your TV. You just have to use the remote control and like it. That's all. It's the same thing.
Or better thing, connect from the phone first and like, and then after connect to the TV.
You take the iPad and iPhone from your kids and from your wife, log into their YouTube account and hit the like button on every device in your household.
No, man, you don't want to have your account all over the place. Come on.
Share the contact to all your family members and friends who you love.
So, West African Sylvester asked me whether I'm going to close my gold position before the CPI release. I logged in already 50% profit. So, that was...
We have 3 more minutes.
Someone is in a good mood. I like it. So I logged in, and I need to sneeze. I logged in already 2.5 lots. That was 2k profit, and I'm going to hold the gold position. If the maximum I can lose is 2,300. So even if the position hits stop loss, I will be break even for the day. So, but I still have the US 30 positions, which I refuse to close down because I want to test the theory that the stock market is going to crash. But currently now, what you're experiencing is the buy the dip from the market because, as said, many of the investors, or not investors, traders, or the mass, they look at the number and they see, oh, inflation is going to go down. That's cool. I'm going to just buy stock market and sell gold. Yeah, but 30 minutes or 60 minutes after the data release, even if we get 8.1% reading today, they're going to realize that shit, inflation is still with us at 8%, which is 4 times the Fed target rate. That is why I'm refusing to close down my US 30 positions. And we have 2 minutes until the data release.
Also, may I ask, do you think the CPI data would affect any non-USD pairs? As if you have other positions open, do you consider to close them all?
Yeah, it affects everything on the market. It's one of the most anticipated reading in the biggest economy in the whole world. So of course it's going to affect. It's even affect my grandmother's heart rate.
Thank you. Do you think the CPI data would affect any non-USD pairs? As if you have other positions?
If it's really respecting the trend line on the 1 hour time frame.
1 minute until the data release. So I'm just hold that thought, Roland. I'm just gonna check the data release. So exciting. Oh my god. One minute.
Dun, da, da, dum. Da, 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 dum, da, dum.
So
Dun, da, da, dum.
if the inflation or CPI reading is well below 8%, even though we don't know how the market is going to react, so I think this is going to be the perfect example. 8.3, that is, yeah, it's more than the forecast, but lower than the previous. So yeah, gold is going to go up, in my opinion. But we're going to experience some short-term sell-off. So let me switch back to trading view. So if it comes back to the previous daily close, previous daily open, so those red lines, I'll be confident to buy again. Even
Look
if,
at
it's
US30
sitting on the... Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Good. Let's focus on gold now. So, yeah, gold is an absolute, you know, keep the stop loss wide because there could be volatility. If you enter the position late, keep it at, you know, 1826, 1830. And then, you know, take profit whenever you're happy. 1875, 1900, 2000, wherever you feel it confident. But this is not financial advice. And I'm hearing in the background that someone is opening some heavy lots. Who is it? 1212.
Maybe it will test the 1840.
Anything is possible. If it tests 1840, then yeah, it's a good entry.
I think it's
What the hell is happening? My MetaTrader just
it's
just
the
crashed.
busiest time in a month during CPI and NFP. Of course it's crashing because your broker
what the hell?
Yeah, it's common. Let's see if there was another data. I think there was nothing else. Earnings.
It's higher, right?
Yeah. It's lower than the previous, the higher than the forecast, so it's almost no change. Which is good for my US 30 positions, ladies and gentlemen, because it is running now in 13,000 points of profit. How nice is that? Who's holding US 30 with me?
I am, of course.
Excellent.
Thomas.
The true alpha.
I am.
Roland is still
what's
struggling with
happening?
the MetaTrader. Ooh, gold is really stubborn. Look at that. It's refusing to go up.
There's a neckline area though on the inverted head and shoulder.
Yeah, that could be the reason. Maybe. I think it's just going to retest the previous daily close, maybe at around 1940. We'll see. But generally, it's gonna go up. But anything is possible. Don't quote me. I'm not giving out financial advice. Let's see on YouTube. How many of you on YouTube buying, selling? What is your position? Oops. I'm just gonna leave it there. Okay. Seriously, buy.
Waiting to press the buy on gold.
Where would you enter?
1840.
Yeah, that's very reasonable. And remember, folks, that the current economic climate is really, really uncertain. Many people guessing what's going to happen with the Fed is pulling the rug under the market with the 9 trillion balance sheet reduction. But in general, this is bullish for gold. Again, let's see how it's going to react. And we have 478 people watching. And 360 likes. That's good. Well done, YouTube.
Thomas,
Sorry for not able to be with the video because I'm in work. But you know, the YouTube work, when you're successful, you have a lot of followers. The first time you have an unsuccessful position, everyone comment, why, you're not good, you're not good, you're not good.
This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy.
Okay, let me answer one at a time. So, yes, of course, because people are short-sighted, they always look at the, oh, you screwed up a position, but honestly, and I'm asking the team, how many times we had losing positions on the stream?
From the time I'm doing the stream, I saw only success on your positions. I didn't see any position close red. And I'm with you for the past 3 weeks only. That's me. I don't know about the guy.
We started the streams and live trading back in January. And the word is yours.
January, I have not seen any major position closing in loss. Most of the positions were in profit.
Thank you. At least someone is behind my back, but okay. So Marwan, you waiting for 1840, right?
Yeah.
I think 37 will be nice when there's a rejection.
So Henry OFX is asking, any chance to drop? Any chance, any US 30 chance to drop to 31,500? Let me see what I can do for you, buddy. 31,500, that would be... Yeah, it's gonna happen. 100%. I'll show you what's going to happen on US 30. US 30 is going to drop all the way down to 30,000. Not today, not next week, but this year it's going to drop down to 30,000. Okay, so those people who missed the entry, missed the trade for various reasons, I don't care. Let's see if we can find an entry for them. And today's position was again delivered to you by Marwan. He recommended to wait and buy at 1840, right? That would be... Okay. Entry price 1840. Where should we place the stop loss? Should we place it 1835 maybe? 1830?
1680.
Maybe 30.
1680. Yeah, 1680 is good. Take profit 3,000, 4,000. Yeah, let's maybe do an 1900.
25 is good.
Okay, so stop loss is, you know, wide stop loss. It's really volatile today. There you go. There's your position. I'm going to set an alert, and let's have a look at my US 30 positions. Whoa.
Damn, boy.
How nice is that, US 30, ladies and gentlemen? Boom.
What's the stop loss, Thomas, on the gold?
Gold stop loss. I think if I were trading with small lots, 1826 would be reasonable. But I think 1830 is fine if you want to keep it tight.
Shit.
They're still tight. Who's sitting in the US 30? May I ask?
I am.
I am.
I'm too.
Me too.
Me too, sir.
Me too. Oh, I just found out that I can do a poll on YouTube. How awesome is that? Florent Nudvayo is saying that gold is about to reverse. It's very much possible. We don't know. It's time will tell.
That's your alert, Marwan, I think, in the background.
Yeah, mine alert switched on as well. Price hit 1840, ladies and gentlemen. Question is, are we going to go with full margin or not? But this is only a joke, not a financial advice. Don't make any crazy decisions.
All in, all in.
All in, yeah, absolutely.
All in, all in, all in.
All in,
guys,
just like no other trade.
Nayar Iqbal in our Zoom, sorry, I have to read it out, Nayar. He made 4 grand for the first time in his life with one single trade. I guess it was US 30. So now we're going to show US 30 because that's the winning position and we don't show losing positions on YouTube. That's rule number 1 for Forex Gurus. We're only showing winning positions, and here's a free tip for you. If you're starting a YouTube channel, you want to go as low time frame as possible because then the drop, it looks more significant and emphasized. So look how big is the position. Only kidding. Gold is selling as well. What the fuck?
I think since the last 2 days or 3 days, gold and US 30 are directly correlated. I don't know why.
Yes. We noticed that as well, which is a shame because usually they,
indirectly, no?
Exactly, because stock market is risk on, gold is risk off. But I'm going to hold the position, and maybe I'm going to enter into another position on gold. Yes, I will do enter into another position with 1.5 lot, going to place stop loss at around 1834. Take profit 1860. Let's make it. Oh shit, too tight. Stop loss is a little bit down. Whew, that was too tight. Oh, sorry, I didn't share my MetaTrader. Good thing is, when you diversify your trading, I can afford to enter into even a losing position in gold, but it's not going to lose. But US 30 is paying for any loss today. That's for 100%. So, who entered into gold long with me?
Yes, sir.
I am. Me.
I think my 8th position.
Full margin.
Yeah, I entered as well. I already had an entry. I just added with you as well.
Yeah, me too.
After taking profits from earlier's signal.
Round 2. Ready?
That's it. Ding ding. Let's go.
Lemon on YouTube says gold is only risk off during extreme events. At the moment, gold is risk on, as said, due to negative correlation to US 10-year treasury yield, which also negatively correlated to stocks. So let's analyze his sentence. Gold is risk on. Okay. I think current market conditions are pretty much extreme if you look around what's happening in the global economy.
My MetaTrader keep freezing. What the fuck?
Use your phone, Roland.
Yo, Thomas, I just discovered that my 4XC server, moves way faster than TradingView.
I'm here.
Okay, so you have maybe
Even I have noticed that.
You have an arbitrage opportunity, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, there's almost 50 pips different.
50 pips.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like
compared
from
with
one
trading
day.
view.
A considerable difference.
It is, yeah. Hold on. Let's change the market data provider and trading view. Have you tried that? There is a difference. And we can see into the future now, guys. Because of ForexC.
Ooh.
Big thumbs up to ForexC.
Yeah,
But
shout out
I don't care what's happening, but the only thing I care is that the price is going up now and we are in profit. Boom.
Thank you, Thomas.
Hey, oh, perfect.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thanks, Thomas.
Finish him. Oh.
Lemon on YouTube. Correlation switches depending on what is driving the fear. Fear at the moment is driven by interest rate expectations on the Fed. Higher interest rate affect both gold and stocks negatively. I would argue with that. And let me show you just one thing. Lemon, I do appreciate the comments because finally someone is giving meaningful comments. So I really enjoy the conversation with you, Lemon. So don't get me wrong. Thank you for the comments, and I do agree with some of your points. But if you look historically how gold is reacting to interest rate increase, all we have to do is go back in history. Now, the last time when we had rate hikes, so since 2008 financial crisis, rates are ultra low, so almost zero. Since that time, the only one time when the Fed increased interest rate was back in 2015 for safety reasons as a backup, because they were expecting some kind of market volatility and crisis. So they said, let's increase the interest rates so we can cut back from it and we can shout, yes, we saved the economy. Until the time when the Fed, so before the Fed was talking about the possibility of raising interest rate, gold was falling. But as soon as the Fed increased the interest rate by just 25 basis points, gold skyrocketed to the moon. 2018, unwinding of the balance sheet, they had an attempt of reducing balance sheet by $10 billion per month, increased to 20 billion and then 40 billion, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. That was the effect on gold, because there was a massive fear on the market that what is going to happen when they reduce this huge balance sheet. And this was the time when they started reducing the balance sheet. But now, I hope I answered your question. I'm waiting for your reply. And now let's go back to gold chart. Delete the crap. Go back to 1 hour, 2 hour, auto, current price level. Okay. Let's watch US 30. It's looking much nicer.
Thomas, if I want to check online, it's Yoni. If I want to check online the history of the Fed interest changing, like you answered before, in which website can I see it?
It's simple. You go to
like
any.
A minute ago,
you can go to investing.com. It's right here. So.
Okay, I saw. Okay, I missed it. I
interest
just
rate.
heard that.
Yeah, you go back to the last interest rate increase and just go back historically. It's simple as that. You get the same kind of reading. Let's imagine this is the interest rate. You get the chart, and then you just pull this, and you can see all the interest rate previous change.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Ask for some salad for that chicken, Kashif, or some chili sauce. I don't know what you ordered.
Okay.
No, मैं कब करेंगे? Okay.
Okay, it's done. Your order is placed.
तो system off करी शुरू फिर.
With extra garlic naan bread. I love
No,
garlic naan bread.
everyone's having problems with their system. He's telling them turn it off and on by kicking it. I think people's MetaTraders are crashing around the world.
Yeah, everyone's. Where's the debit card? Where's the credit card? Need to
Add more
deposit some money.
funds. Add more funds.
Slippage everywhere.
Not with the Alpha team, for sure.
Nope, we're just winning. That's all we're doing. And I hope the YouTube viewers are bringing up the viewing to the likes as well, same numbers.
It's quite disappointing. There's only 480. Oh, it's really good. I'm not complaining. 482. Number of likes 380. So that's good job, guys, on YouTube. Well done. Shahid Aman, I came to this channel after so many times, and again I missed the great sell. You didn't miss anything, Shahid. There's 251 trading days in a calendar year. If you miss one day, it's not the end of the world. Remember that. Why is God really stubborn today?
I think because of this stupid correlation. I don't know why they are correlated. And just
Lemon has replied. Pretty good response. An interest rate rise indifferent to interest rate expectation. If you look back at the example you used, price moved post the announcement, which suggested it being, I think he's going to add some more to the answer. So the answer is pretty good response. An interest rate rise is different to interest rate expectations. If you look back at the example you used, price moved post the announcement, which suggests, yeah, of course. So the next 50 basis point increase are going to push gold up again. But you know, the problem is that correlation is not always causality. And for example, if we were to do a regression analysis, which economists do. So I studied economics. I worked as an economist. I worked as a banker, as a trader, as a risk manager. We use regression analysis many times. The regression analysis is measuring one thing. So how thing A, the change in thing A is affecting thing B. So for example, how the price increase or how the interest rate increase is going to affect the gold price.
Go get yourself ready.
Okay, what por? So, and the regression analysis, you can throw in many things. You can analyze 8 variables compared to gold, see which one has the strongest correlation. But correlation is not causality. So if we were to do a proper analysis, let's say add variables as interest rate increase, inflation, and many other things, we would see the exact correlation and the correlation coefficient. So Lemon's second answer, priced in prior to the announcement, before gold was massively tanking as markets were pricing it in. If you look at stocks, they often rise after the actual announcement. Buy, rumor, sell effect. Exactly, and what's happening on the stock market now? It's going to the opposite direction because stocks hate inflation, hate interest rate increase. Everything is bad for stock market. I mean, look at this. How beautiful is that? But anyway, I could talk about it for hours, the relationship between or the factors that affecting gold market, stock market. It's not as simple to give one answer. Lemon said, yeah, I agree, using correlation in price action is very much subjective and very hard to be systematic about it. Yeah, the problem is the price action is different. So it's compared to regression analysis, it's like fighting with a wooden sword. Price action is, monetary policy and economics. That's the real knowledge. Price action is only there to find entry points and entry levels, nothing else. And placing a whole strategy purely on price action is, in my opinion, is foolish. But sadly, most of the people had no proper education in economics, and this is high-level stuff. And they have access to a market which is heavily rigged. They're going against some of the biggest hedge funds in the world, pro traders, investment banks, and professional traders. Of course, they're going to lose money. This is a profession which you have to be on top of your game. You have to learn. But in my opinion, and the team will confirm or burn me to the ground, that since we do the morning briefings and I explain the economics behind CPI, NFP, what else we have, other things, GDP, that was a good trade as well. And we barely made any losses based on doing the macroeconomic research, analysis, doing the economics, and then looking at the chart and placing a strategy around macroeconomics and looking for entries with price action. I think that is my best combination. What is your best combination? Do you have a holy grail?
We have Thomas. That's real, actually. It's very hard to get the knowledge and education. So good that we focus on technical and we have Thomas for fundamental things and giving the general direction.
Yeah, exactly, like the dollar strength, or how supply and demand works. Because many times, if you go on Instagram or YouTube, some other traders, I don't know whether they're good or not, but many traders talk about, oh yeah, supply and demand, and all they do is they go on TradingView and start drawing, let's say, what they do is they look back on the chart and say, oh, maybe, this was supply, this was demand, and, that's, okay, yeah, it's a simplistic approach to explaining support and resistance. Yes, it's supply and demand, but they fail to explain, and they cannot really explain that what is causing demand for US dollar. How is interest rate decision going to affect the demand for US dollar? Simple things. And, trading currencies and assets, I think that's really important to understand. Okay, so Sylvester is asking whether we should close the gold position. No, I'm not closing in. You do whatever you want. This is not financial advice. The price is still within the risk tolerance level. It's trading above the previous daily close, previous daily low.
Bitcoin just dropped to hell. I just got an alert.
Good thing that I don't trade Bitcoin.
Yeah, I was just keeping an eye on it. It's just crazy drop right now. All of crypto is crashing.
Taking a massive dump. It's puking the shit out.
Hey,
it looks
Thomas,
like the gold chart. It looks like the gold chart back
Bitcoin.
in. It looks like the gold chart back in a few years now. Abiodun, what did you say? Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say we traded Bitcoin once this year and we made some money. So yeah, it's not
Who?
that bad.
Me?
You sent out a position for Bitcoin, yeah, I remember.
I did. I had only one position. You're right.
Just one, yeah, and we made good money.
Oh, Pikachu says you look like a demo trader. Okay, there you go, buddy. What makes you think I'm a demo trader? But I think this guy's
He demonstrates, Pikachu.
Yeah.
How to do it.
Put your money where your mouth is, buddy.
Hey, this.
Yeah. Luckily, we don't have many shitheads on the stream. We had at the beginning. Obviously, once you put out something, you get criticism, which I'm more than happy to take.
I got my demo here. Actually, I've got 15 million in it. That looks good.
But the thing is that even if I were trading on demo, because majority of the analysis goes out on TradingView.
Yeah, I know you don't. I know you don't. I'll just my demo is like that. My demo is like that because my demo runs behind time, so it's not real.
But the thing is that
it's like its owner.
yeah. I wish I could on the charts. Yeah, like that.
I had to think about you when Thomas said this morning about what was it, inflation and everything. That was the 80s, but no, then we weren't born. I thought, well, we have a member already working that time.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, you're so kind to me.
Yes, I had to do it today. Had to be kind.
I think you're very nice to me, aren't you? Really?
Yes.
Oh, Alan has his camera on. Hi, Alan.
Yeah, camera on.
Nice bedroom. Wow, you're looking handsome and young. And do you go to the gym?
Sometimes swimming mainly, but
yeah, I can see the delta.
And cycling. Thank you very much. So kind. See, you know, I don't know what I don't. I know you don't know.
Oh, I was waiting for this. Okay, shall we just
have my own advantage on anyone?
Shall we just start measuring dicks now, or?
No, I won't do that. That's silly.
Yes, no problem too.
Don't want to embarrass anyone.
Oh. Good to see you, Alan. Finally, I can put a face to the name.
We appreciate Alan.
Yeah, I shaved off my beard this morning, just to for a change.
Right. Quickly, just looking at the gold chart. Now we have the new hourly candle. How nicely sitting on the previous daily close. Could it be the perfect foundation to a intraday gold rally?
Let's hope.
So, going back to Pikachu Solu, yeah, I think it doesn't matter if, yes, it matters if someone trades on demo, but that's how people learn demo. And the thing is that if you look back the stream, even if I give analysis on TradingView because it's better for drawing, etc., majority of the positions on live stream do win, do make money. So that's the most important, whether the actual position is resulting in profit, in benefiting the viewers. And I think it does benefit the viewers, but we have almost 500 people watching consistently the past few days and weeks, so results speaks for themselves. And Praetorian. So Aaron Nogeno asking, how can I buy a course? You can't. Memberships are closed now. I'm not accepting anyone.
Did you fix the bug?
Yes. I spoke to my web developer, and he fixed it. So let's just check. There's going to be a button here where you can sign up for the waiting list, and now you cannot click on it. He took out the option to purchase. Yesterday there was a bug, and yeah, he fixed it. So Syed Sarmad asking, is this pip counter available for MT5? I don't know, but I will make a video this week about how to install the famous pip counter made by some Polish guy, Lucas. Okay, hey, gold is going up, 20 pips in profit, ladies and gentlemen. How nice is that? Oh. Who made some moolah today?
Yeah, we did.
I did.
Excellent.
Definitely.
Yes,
I mean,
we're still in the process also.
Good. Oh, Pikachu, another scammer trying to sell courses to make money. You can't trade. Okay.
I think so. He's jealous.
Yeah, I think he's having a bad day, probably. You know, one of those guys who comes in live streams and just spreads talk shit because he had a bad day. You know, if he has a shit life, then he's going to ruin everyone else's life.
The tiny.
He can prove how he trades.
Oh,
Thomas,
and now both
the
positions.
US 30. Sorry.
Yep, go ahead. US 30 is about to reverse. That's what you wanted to say?
Yeah, they like a double bottom or something.
Yeah. So
on 15 minutes.
On US 30, if I go back to trading view, please consider taking some profits. I mean, this is a beautiful. I think we had 2 positions. Yeah, I still have 2 positions. Consider taking some profit because it could be easily the price comes back to retest the previous daily close or even higher and then continue to the downside or maybe go up. I don't care, but you know, if you're in profit, make sure you lock in some profits.
And gold is flying also.
It's blasting off.
Kirill the Thrill says on YouTube, this scammer making me money, fam. Yeah, that's all it matters.
Sorry, Thomas. I think I saw earlier your gold TP is 1900.
That's a guidance. You take TP when you feel confident and comfortable. It's your money, your decision. I cannot give you any financial advice, as you know. And also, these wide take profits look so much better on YouTube, so we have to.
Yeah. Thank you.
And how nicely gold is pushing up. Beautiful entry on 1840.
Nice.
Let's see. Sitting in 90 pips profit on gold with a cumulative 90 pips on 2 positions.
But only using demo account.
Yes, absolutely.
There are people still blowing demo accounts. So it's not easy at all, even with a demo account.
No. But show me one other person, one other trader who trades live, explains macroeconomics, economics. I don't really know who's out there and what is the quality of the other streams, but I think, in my opinion, this, you know, I talk things which are knowledge.
Nobody.
You're the main man, Thomas.
Hey, Sam. Sam?
I do, mate.
Hey, welcome. I keep seeing you driving every single time you join the stream. In the morning, in the afternoon. And are you going on a road trip?
Literally just driving, mate.
Hope you place your buy. Did you place your buy on gold?
I got 2 in at 1 at 8.
Sorry, I had a bit difficulty to catch. Did you enter or not?
Yeah, I got 2, 1 at 8:37 and 1 at 18:40.
Awesome.
Thanks, mate.
Ozier on YouTube says, the likes on the stream are good as well. I don't know what's the reason that gold is not pumping that hard. Maybe 10 more likes and it's gonna pump up, but you know, we're sitting in 85 pips profit. Oh no, where's my trading view? MetaTrader, 66 now.
James on YouTube says normal scammers doing live, not showing their face.
That's right. Normal scammers. I'm above normal scammers. I'm showing my face and I talk, you know, rubbish economics and finance I learned for 10 years. Did my degree, my CISI qualifications. I worked as a risk manager. I worked as a fixed income trader, equities trader, commodities traders on the emission trading desk. So, yeah, I think I considered a professional scammer. Paul Mundi William just hit the like button, so gold should now pump up. Let's see. Oh, 90 pips profit, 100 pips profit, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that.
Hit the like button.
More.
The only direct correlation on the market is between the number of likes on my stream and gold price. That's the strongest correlation coefficient, almost 1, so almost perfect correlation. And yeah, as soon as I end the stream, usually it is. Oh, Pikachu, bro, you're going bald. Use your demo money to get your hair back. How nice is that? He is.
Oh my god, this guy. I mean, seriously, if you don't like it, just leave the channel. Save the world, save our energy. Good God.
Get off the channel. Don't watch us if you don't like our main man.
Seriously, no one forces you to do this. Good God.
Oh, Thomas, if I looked as good as you like that, I would shave my head anyway, so, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Thomas, I wish I don't have hair, but I don't have your mind and you're smart.
Good, thank you very much. Thank you for the kind words, guys, and, you know, backing me up. And now let's focus on the gold because, you know, ignore the haters.
Yeah.
We are here to make money. And it looks like that we are making money. Are you making money?
Yes.
Hell yes.
Yes,
making
brother.
money.
Thank you. All good.
Every day, day by day, I make money.
Yeah, every day, man. Every day, for real.
Inshallah, inshallah.
I had a buy limit
Trust
with
me,
the
brother.
love size.
Trust me.
Yeah, where's Jimmy?
Trust me, brother.
Where's
Trust
Jimmy?
me.
He already profit earlier.
Yeah.
I had a buy limit with the wrong lot size. What the hell? Instead of 0.5 lots, I entered 0.05 lots.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you entered 5 or 50. that's a good wrong size.
Oh, Mohammed made $100 in one trade. That's good. Make sure you lock in some profits. But again, I cannot advise you. But I would. The only profit is what's in your pocket.
Thomas, can I ask a question, please?
I like girls, if that's what you wanted to ask.
No. A friend of mine told me that all the time.
Here we go, friend of mine.
No,
yes.
to move the stop forward all the time. Okay, but I didn't get the to if you have a position and you start making profits. Let's say he will move the stop loss now to 50 pips profit. And
trailing stop loss.
Yeah, and it doesn't care. It's like, what is the correct answer word in English? Like, you know, is secure amount of money and saying if it's going higher, good. If it will go lower, I don't care. I have a profit.
Break even. Break even. You want to say?
Yeah.
I think trailing stop loss.
That's the word. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so there's break even and trading stop loss. It's some people use it, some people don't. I mean, especially if you intraday trading, it's personal preference. Some people like it. Personally, I don't like because I'm, especially with gold, if you have a strong support and a strong resistance level, gold has the tendency to retest it about 59 times. And I'm not exaggerating. This is how gold is responding to support and resistance. So I don't like to put it in break even. I like to use not even trailing stop loss, but I like to leave it in profit. So if it hits the stop loss, then I know I booked, 1,000 or 500, or doesn't matter how much. I made 100 pips, for example, but yeah.
To see the pips counter on the US 30, it's like mind-blowing. 15,000. Amazing.
Yeah, but it's points. It's points, so it's different. Even in gold is professional, so use points, not pips, but that's points. Different breed. All right. So now we have come to the moment when it's just really watching.
Paint dry.
Yeah, exactly. So we had good entries because we had good entries. I had good entries. You had good entries. Therefore, we both had good entries. And now it's just a matter of coming back to retest and start losing some money. So it's better to lock in some profits. And,
we don't care. It's demo, so we don't care.
Oh, thank you very much, Milad. Thank you very much. Yeah, the aim of the stream was today is to explain how is gold reacting to CPI, find a good entry level, and then the rest is up to you guys. Personally, I've been watching the chart for 1 hour 15 minutes since the stream started, and that was enough for me. Now it's time to go out and enjoy the life, grab your boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, lover, or whoever makes you happy. Take them out for a nice glass of wine or tea or dinner and enjoy the day. So that's it from me today, guys. The team, see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. UK time for the morning briefing. I'm going out tonight, so if I'm too hangover, I'm going to send you a message. See you tomorrow.
Have a good time.
Have a good time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you, Thomas.
Bye.
Thomas. Bye, everyone.
And people in YouTube, I hope you enjoyed the stream today. I think results speak for themselves. Gold is running 115 pips, 2 cumulative positions. US 30 is running in more than 15,000 points profit in 2 cumulative positions. As always, thank you so much for tuning in to the stream. It means a lot. We had 440 people, 500 people watching the stream. I wish everyone a good evening, good afternoon. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, subscribe to the channel, enable the notifications, and see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. UK time. As always, this is the Alpha FX.
Trading is all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future is something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the common eye. On or by the edge is our playground, with a constant strive for glory, seeking for a new tomorrow. Do you feel special?